Ever since the introduction of the latest generation YZ250F, Yamaha has been at the front of the pack not only in innovation and technology, but performance as well. For the past 3 model years, the YZ250F has been the unanimous favorite among test riders for its power, handling, and overall ergonomics. Simply put, the little brother to the YZ450F has been a resounding success since its 2014 makeover, and with the goal of improving upon an already established platform, Yamaha didn't reinvent the wheel with the 2017 model, but fine-tuning and refinements were the name of the game. Perhaps the YZF's strongest attribute is its engine. In a class where horsepower, and the way in which it's applied, is paramount, the engineers at Yamaha updated the single-17 machine with an effective list of engine refinements aimed at improving the already impressive power plant. Starting with the cylinder head, it received revised intake geometry for improved downdraft effect and better top end. Matching this are more aggressive camshaft profiles, updated valve springs, and larger valve seats. Down low, the connecting rods and crankcases have been heat-treated for better durability, while the transmission has new gear dogs and a revised gear tooth for smoother shifting under power. Taking a cue from the YZ450F, the 250F received the same chassis updates that the 450F was granted last year. The 250F's engine mounts have been revised and a reshaped swing arm pivot on the frame helps to improve lateral rigidity. Complementing these changes are new suspension settings, increased rigidity in the fork, and 5 mm lower foot pegs. Before we even swung a leg over the bike, we already had a pretty decent idea of what to expect. The YZ250F has always had great power, and the reverse engine, and also the chassis have always worked better on the smaller bike than the YZ450F, so it would be a solid hypothesis to assume that the new chassis and engine changes did nothing but improve the bike. After our first corner, we knew for sure, the single-17 machine is a solid step forward. The most noticeable difference comes from the motor. With the targeted changes, Yamaha was able to retain the YZF's strong low-end hit while adding to the top-end pull. The bike is noticeably faster than last year's model, as the power is strong throughout the entire power curve. Complementing the improved motor, is the solid and predictable handling. The subtle changes done to the frame made a noticeable improvement in stabilizing the bike at speed, giving it a more planted feel over rough chop and braking bumps. The turning prowess of the YZF is equally as impressive. Unlike its big brother, which still turns just fine, but has its quirks, the YZ250F is easy to throw into corners without knifing or pushing. Furthermore, the light feel makes it easy to put the YZF just about anywhere you want in a corner before hitting the gas and exiting with authority. Other notable features on the bike are the amount of customization that's available with the handlebar and bar clamp positions. Both allow the bike to fit the size or stature of just about any rider. The aftermarket Jitter Power Tuner also makes it very easy to change the power characteristics of the YZF for maximum performance on soft or hard-packed dirt. Yamaha makes various ignition curves available to the public via its website. We weren't that surprised by the performance of the single-17 YZ250F. Last year's bike was a home run in just about every aspect, and with the targeted updates done to this year's machine, it only served to reason that it would be an even better version. This year, Yamaha was not only able to improve the power, but the handling and confidence of the YZ250F, as well. It has been the case in the professional ranks for the past few years now, but it appears that for another year, it's going to be hard to beat this bike.